Hello and welcome back to Earthy Remedy. When it comes to improving your workout performance, most people focus on what they should do, eating right, training hard, and following the right program. But what's often overlooked are the things you should avoid doing, especially before a workout. These mistakes can range from small missteps that leave you feeling sluggish to major errors that completely sabotage your session. If you're serious about building muscle, burning fat, or just getting the most out of your training, then it's crucial to steer clear of these common pre-workout pitfalls. Let's go over 9 things that you should absolutely never do before hitting the gym, along with the science-backed reasons behind why they hurt your performance. 1. Avoid eating a large meal right before training. One of the most common yet detrimental mistakes people make is eating a heavy meal too close to their workout time. While food is essential for fueling your body, timing is everything. After a large meal, your body prioritizes digestion by sending blood to your stomach and digestive organs. However, when you start exercising, that blood needs to go elsewhere, primarily to your working muscles. This causes a conflict in blood flow, as your body can't properly support digestion and physical exertion at the same time. As a result, you're likely to feel bloated, nauseous, and even fatigued during your workout. Some people might even experience vomiting if the meal was especially large or rich. Even if it doesn't make you sick, digesting a big meal demands energy. Energy that should be going toward lifting weights or running, not breaking down food. Also, digestion speed varies by person, but generally waiting 2 to 3 hours after a big meal before exercising is a safe bet. Keep in mind that meals high in fat or fiber digest slower, so plan ahead. For quicker digestion, opt for smaller, balanced meals or snacks if you're closer to your workout window. 2. Don't overdo it with caffeine or pre-workout drinks. Caffeine is a popular pre-workout stimulant for a reason. It boosts energy, enhances focus, and helps you push harder in the gym. However, there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. Overconsumption of caffeine, whether through coffee, energy drinks, or pre-workout supplements, can cause uncomfortable and disruptive side effects. Caffeine acts as a natural laxative, stimulating your digestive tract and increasing bile production, which can lead to an urgent need to use the restroom mid-set. All of these can reduce workout quality, or worse, force you to stop altogether. The solution? Be mindful of your intake. Stick to the recommended dosages and avoid stacking multiple caffeinated products. If you're sensitive to caffeine, opt for low-stim or stim-free alternatives. 3. Skip static, stretching before you lift. Stretching seems like a great way to prepare for a workout, but not all forms of stretching are beneficial before lifting weights. Many people still do static stretching, holding a stretch for 20 to 30 seconds before lifting. While this type of stretching is great for flexibility, it's not ideal as a warm-up. Research shows that static stretching before training can actually decrease muscle strength, power, and performance. This means you might not lift as heavy, jump as high, or run as fast if you engage in static stretching beforehand. Instead, swap in dynamic stretching, which involves controlled, active movements that warm up your muscles and mimic your workout. Examples include leg swings, arm circles, or a light dynamic warm-up like high knees or bodyweight squats. Save static stretching for after your workout, when your muscles are already warm and need to cool down and recover. 4. Avoid doing intense cardio right before weight training. Using cardio as a warm-up isn't inherently bad, but doing too much of it before lifting weights can sabotage your strength session. Why? Because cardio burns through your glycogen stores, the stored carbohydrates in your muscles that serve as your primary fuel for resistance training. If you deplete your glycogen reserves during an extended cardio session, you'll have less energy to lift heavy or perform explosive movements. This can lead to fewer reps, less volume, and ultimately slower progress. The fix? If you're planning to do both cardio and weight training in the same session, always lift weights first. You can finish with cardio, using your body fat and oxygen as fuel once your lifting is done. That way you preserve your strength while still burning fat effectively. That said, a few minutes of light cardio, like 5 minutes of walking or cycling, can be helpful for warming up. But avoid 20 to 30-minute runs or HIIT sessions before you hit the weights. 5. Don't chug too much water before training. Hydration is critical, but drinking large amounts of water right before a workout can backfire. Many people try to catch up on their water intake by chugging a bottle or two just before training. While this might seem like a good idea, it can make you feel heavy, bloated, and even cause cramping, especially during intense movements. As with food and caffeine, consuming too much water puts strain on your stomach and can interfere with your performance. The best strategy is to sip water gradually throughout the day and take small sips during your workout. This keeps you hydrated without overloading your system right before you exercise. 6. Avoid drinking alcohol before the gym. This might seem obvious, but it still needs to be said. Alcohol and working out don't mix. Although alcohol might make you feel invincible or confident, it significantly hampers your physical abilities. Alcohol is a depressant, which means it slows down your reaction time, coordination, and balance. All of these are essential for lifting safely and effectively. This puts you at a much higher risk of injury, especially during compound lifts like squats or deadlifts. Furthermore, alcohol dehydrates your body, reduces muscle recovery, and limits your body's ability to repair the tiny tears caused by resistance training. If you work out with alcohol in your bloodstream, it will be carried directly to your muscles via increased blood flow, potentially impairing recovery even more. If you plan to drink, do it after your workout, and ideally give your body time to rehydrate and recover before your next session. 7. Never train your core. Right before lifting. Many people like to throw in a quick A/B session at the start of their workout. However, training your core muscles before lifting heavy weights is a big mistake. Your core stabilizes your entire body and connects your upper and lower halves. It's activated in virtually every strength training movement, from the bench press to pull-ups to squats and deadlifts. If your core is fatigued before you start lifting, it won't be able to properly stabilize your spine and support your posture. This not only decreases performance but greatly increases your risk of injury, especially during lifts that load your spine. If your abs are already exhausted, you're more likely to round your back or collapse under pressure. The smarter move? Save your ab exercises for the end of your session or train them on a separate day altogether. 8. Refrain from taking painkillers or muscle relaxers. If you're sore from a previous workout or dealing with discomfort, you might be tempted to pop a painkiller like ibuprofen or acetaminophen before hitting the gym. However, this is another bad habit that can lead to bigger problems. Pain relievers may reduce your body's ability to signal when something is wrong, meaning you're more likely to push through pain and aggravate an injury. Additionally, studies have shown that using SAIDs like ibuprofen during exercise can lead to gastrointestinal issues and even intestinal damage over time. Muscle relaxers are also dangerous in this context. If your muscles are artificially relaxed, you won't have the necessary tension and stability required for heavy lifts, which raises your injury risk dramatically. If you're in too much pain to train without medication, it's usually a better idea to rest and recover instead of pushing through it. 9. Don't take long naps before your workout. Sleep is essential for recovery, but timing your naps is just as important. A short nap, 20 to 30 minutes, before training can give you a great energy boost and improve your mental focus. However, taking a longer nap, especially over 45 minutes, can leave you groggy and lethargic. This phenomenon, known as sleep inertia, can make you feel worse than you did before the nap. Your body starts entering deeper stages of sleep, and waking up in the middle of that cycle throws off your alertness and energy levels. If you're feeling tired before your session, take a quick power nap, but set an alarm and don't let it drag on. That was all from us today for this video, folks. See you in the next one.